Look what Cass made. So it's me holding the keyboard with the sticker. Okay, I think everyone's here for the 65, not to hear me chat anyways, so. We're gonna be building the new Mode 65. I am sponsored by Mode, all right? Just so everyone's aware. That's never gonna stop me from saying my opinion, you know? So just so everyone's aware, they are letting me, I believe I'm keeping this for review purposes. I'm not too sure the thing there, but just so everyone's aware, I wanna make it clear that doesn't affect my opinion or anything. We have some Mode stabs they sent us. I'm actually still considering whether to use the Mode stabs or the Night stabs. Oh, you know what else we got sent too? Just so we can take a look at everything. Bro, Switch Keys hooked it up and they actually sent over a new brush. This is my favorite brush for looping switches. This guy, this particular thick brush. We also have one of the weights. I can't remember all the stuff they sent over because it's been a while since we spoke about this. So I guess we'll take a look. And then we have some of the accents, which we'll take a look at afterwards. Foam kit. Probably not going to use that today, and I don't even remember what colorway this is. So I guess before opening this, you know what I wanted to do with you guys first? We're going to go over this because you know what? I always get slack for not showing my screen, and this time I'm going to show my screen. So we have lots of different colors for this, by the way. I think today we're doing silver. You know, in hindsight, maybe I should have asked for polycarbonate top. I totally forgot this had a polycarb top, and it's pretty good, dude. It looks great. But yeah, we're doing silver, I think, today. The polycarb does add $15, so this starts at $250. Polycarb adds an extra $15, which is fine. $264, still not bad. And then for the bottom case, depending on what you go here, you could ball out and go copper or brass. That makes this board extra expensive. I think maybe we're doing silver mirror today. I think that's what we got sent, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe we got sent copper. I can't remember. I asked for one of the two. I personally would probably go for a silver mirror finish, or just even the polycarb bottom seems kind of fun. These all add extra costs. It does seem like black is the only one that adds no extra cost because everything else is going to be e-coated, which again makes sense. The brass and copper though, they are crazy extra on top of that. Now this is what I like. I like the inclusion. Can I get to the back over here? Is it going to change? Yeah. They have a maple and a walnut this time. I kind of like the wood accents. It kind of adds something to it. Like, it looks good. And I think for me, oh yeah, I remember why. I think I liked the silver better with the wood accent. That is super cool. And then you have your brass, multicolor, fluted copper. The fluted copper is actually really cool. Can't really tell too well in these photos, but I'll show you guys in person because I think they sent one over. And then we have black mirror, which these probably, I mean, even the bottom silver mirror, I'm kind of on mirror finish stuff lately, so I just think it looks nice. Perhaps I still would probably go with the polycarb bottom if I had to re-pick things here. And then you have different color weights. So this is gonna change the circle. I don't know how I feel about some of these color combos. I think the Dawn, like the base one, probably will end up looking good with just about everything. So, but yeah, I mean the copper, yeah, just so you guys understand, the copper is gigantic, so it makes a lot of sense. And then you have black or gray feet. In this case here, I'd pick gray. I'm a little sad the aluminum plate costs an extra $10. I was kind of hoping this time here they would put aluminum in line with FR4, or not even maybe FR4, but at least in line with like Palm. But it is nice to see Palm $20. And then you have a copper plate, which is crazy. Polypropylene, which is awesome. And then they have polycarb, which is awesome. Oh, they have nylon too. Dude, I forgot they have nylon. That's kind of nice. And then you can choose no PCB, but I guess if you have a PCB, that kind of makes sense. And then you can do combinations here by adding keycaps and stuff, which we're not gonna do. But yeah, I mean, it looks like starting is gonna be $249. If you really wanna go crazy with this, let's see, what can we get this to? What's the highest I can make this cost? So you can make this go to $609. Pretty crazy. I'm excited to take a look at the board. I made sure to bring my measuring tape because I don't know what the front height is, and we're gonna measure it today. All right. Oh, and as per your guys' all request, we are going to be using this milky yellows. I ended up not spring swapping because I really liked the stock spring. I actually had springs I bought for this, and I was like, you know what? I kind of like the way these feel. So milky yellow 1 to 10, they're at like a 9 out of 10 for me, man. I feel like everyone else might be using all the mode included stuff, and I kind of wanted to break the cycle a little bit and use non-mode included stuff like 8-round milky yellows. So we have an aluminum plate, we have a polycarbonate, we have syringe lube, which we'll keep to the side. Bro, I think I have enough of these, but you know what? And then we have a PCB. I think it is hotswap. I think I did ask for hotswap just so we can test other things in this. So here is the copper, I guess, weight inset there. Ooh, they went with the multicolored cables in this. Screws. We have both color feet, which I think you would have to pick one or the other when you guys order. And then we have all the different types of lattice mounts. Okay, we're gonna put all this stuff back for now, just so I don't lose it. All right, let's see what I got here. Okay, we got silver and copper. Ooh, that is gonna look quite nice. Damn. This copper is very, very well done. Got little fingerprints on it now, but it's okay. I touched it already. Silver, like, just anodized? Yeah, silver top, copper bottom, it looks like. I might ask them if they can shoot over a PC bottom as well, because I'm kind of curious to see what an alu top and PC bottom sounds like. But I'm also curious to see what a PC top and copper bottom looks like and sounds like. Very, very pretty, though. I like the... Okay, just from a design standpoint here, what I actually really like is the thinner side bezels here. That I appreciate a lot. Before I go too far in this, let's actually put the feet on. They are just simple push-in feet. They're non-adhesive. I much appreciate this. And look how simple this is too. Push-in feet to me are just nicer. Again, my reasoning why I like push-in feet. I have so many custom feet where they just kind of fall off and then I have to use some sort of glue or just some other stuff. And yeah, it is not a good time. Right. Very pretty. Side profile if you guys want to see. This is without me putting the accent and stuff on. That copper looking really damn nice. It is very well finished. But for $200 extra, I'd hope so. Looks like Mode's not going to disappoint there. We have our hotswap PCB. Actually, let's see what accents we got in the box too. I don't think I'm going to use the foam kit today though, guys. We'll open it up later on. I don't think I'm going to use it, but we'll see. Oh, this is the fluted copper one. I appreciate the protective packaging on this. Ooh, this is really pretty. Oh, this is like a nice feel to it too. You know, if you had to go for anything copper on the board, the fluted piece is quite pretty. They did some pretty nice machining on this. Ooh, this is really pretty. I'll have to get some like macro shots of how the side profile of this even looks. Look at that. That is so pretty. So this just, what, clips on over here and it goes this way. Magnetic. No wobble like the old 65. The old 65 had sometimes you get a slight bend and they kind of counteracted it this time by making it a little bit smaller. Tap it. Nope, but look at that. That does add something to the bottom over here too, the back rather. That actually looks, oh, my camera does not like this, but here, we'll do this. That is very pretty with the copper. Copper is gonna be a bit orange. It might also be my camera affecting a little bit of copper. Oh, is there a bit of an anno hook there? A little bit of an anno hook on the inside. Or maybe not an anno hook, maybe that's from the clear coat rather, where they had to hook it to clear coated or something. Could also be my fingerprint. What's this? Oh, this is the maple accent. Or yeah, the maple, right? Wait, this will look really cool too. Oh, do I like the wood a little bit more? I kind of do, man. I don't know if this color scheme goes well with the copper bottom, but oh, that kind of goes pretty hard. Low-key, I like this a little bit more. I like the wood accent a little bit more. Yeah, the wood accents, I mean, obviously this will be covered up with keycaps. This kind of makes it a little bit more, what's a good word to use? It's not as like aggressive. It kind of adds a little bit more of like a natural kind of feel to it, I guess. We have some of the weight stuff. Oh, okay, we get the matching silver. Oh, this is the, oh, I see how this is. Oh, this will look kind of pretty. I'm kind of scared to put this in right now, but obviously we have to put the other accent in there. Oh, I kind of like the silver there. The mirrored silver looks nice. All right, let's put this to this side, and I guess let's start our stabilizers. The customization is like a blessing and a curse. You want to get all the stuff you think you'll like, and then your wallet will cry. Well, that's the other thing that Mode has going for them too. They have a pretty solid website that allows you to customize things too, and it's just kind of, again, it's accessible. And I think where it kind of differs from something like other brands is Mode also, to my knowledge, and again, my dealings with them might be a bit skewed, but from what I've heard from you guys, Mode's customer service and customer support is also top notch. So you're also, you know, I'm not saying that Singa isn't. Singa is pretty good with everything, I'd say too. Elaine does a great job. But compared to maybe some other brands, Mode does a pretty good job for stuff within our niche of a hobby. All right. So this is actually one small point of criticism. This actually goes back to a board that I built a few weeks ago, where I actually desoldered these, because you have to actually remove these by desoldering them or pushing it through with a soldering iron. I don't know how possible this is, and maybe some people won't care about this, but some people actually said they noticed their keyboard sounded a slight bit better without these posts over here. Now, they're hot swap posts. I don't think the solderable PCB would have this. I think there's an option for solderable. I can't remember now. Perhaps letting us screw these in ourselves would be nice. I think that would be a nice little option. So again, maybe a small takeaway for this PCB if Mode wants to do this in the future. Again, I don't know how many people this affects, but just the option to screw these in opposing to push it through with a soldering iron, because some people don't have them. I totally get the standoffs help a lot of beginners, but I think the ability to screw them in rather than just have them there permanently might be a nice option for maybe the more enthusiast crowd. But again, very small. They're hot swap standoffs. It's so the board doesn't, like the PCB doesn't fall through, which, by the way, small little rant, if you are going to install anything on hot swap sockets with any keyboard, I would take it out of the keyboard and support the sockets. People don't do that because, you know, they think it's safe to do. I mean, a lot of people don't tell you it's not safe. Like even some of the more beginner keyboards, like outside of the more niche stuff of the hobby, support your sockets. The last thing you want to do is damage something and then have to either buy a PCB or wait for a new one to come in. So even though it has these, again, they might be nice to have for some people for alignment purposes as well. I would still 100% support your sockets. That's it. That's my speech. Mode PCB, always very good. Done by Mr. Gondo. You guys know I love Gondo in this hobby. All right, we're time to put on the plates. I think aluminum is the move. Let's put our switches in now. Dude, I love milky yellows. Look at how beautiful this is. Very nice. Also, not sure, small criticism to this. I don't know what this piece is made of, but it is not reacting well to the oils on my finger. Maybe something to look into. Maybe I can just wipe this down with like isopropyl alcohol, but that is like instantly. Kind of cool, but might not be everyone's cup of tea. Again, you're never going to see this part here, but would be nice if this was coated with something so this doesn't happen for people who don't want it. I actually prefer this because you guys know I love patina on keyboards, but it would make sense if this is clear coated and this is also clear coated. So just as a small note of aesthetic criticism there, but in the most minor sense because you're never going to see this part. Let's just disassemble the board. I'm dead serious. I heard the wood accent smells good. Oh, wait, it kind of does. It smells like wood, but it smells like nice. Magnetic screws, nice. I feel like lately we haven't had a lot of magnetic screws, which has been a bit of a bummer on keyboards. So this is nice to have. And the bottom of this case, I was watching the videos and like assembly and stuff. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Sonnet, how it kind of hooks onto the bottom and then closes down. So kind of like that clamshell that the Sonnet has, which is interesting. In case you guys wanted to see actually the top frame, I should show you guys this as well. They got the magnets. The anode looks fantastic everywhere on this. And here is the copper clear coated piece here. So let's screw this guy in. Very small screws that are countersunk. So there's two different ways we can install this. Number one is using a top mount, which essentially has these curved ones. So we can do it like an isolated top mount with the lattice mounts, and this also helps force break it a little bit too. I think I'm gonna start off with the traditional lattice over here. They also have these middle lattices. Top mount, this is the way. I preferred top mount with both builds. Really? Okay, do you guys want me to start off with top, or do you guys want me to start off with the traditional lattice? Okay, everyone wants top. These curved ones sit on the inside of this piece. I like the install of this a lot, by the way. This is super, super easy. Also, I love the little bit of the exposed gaskets there. That's kind of cute. And that just slots on. I guess that kind of acts as a buffer so they don't bounce around as well. Very, very simple build. The wood accent looks gorgeous. Just to show you guys again. I really like the wood accent on this. So some pros and cons of the build so far. Multiple mounting styles is nice. I've always appreciated Mode for, I think they usually include 2 with every single board for the most part. I think with the exception of the Envoy, right? Maybe the Tempo as well. Easy to put together. The inclusion of a magnetic accent on the back is nice. Kind of a throwback to the original 65 that they had, which was very popular. The only dislike I had about the board so far was 2 minor things, being, I hope it's changed for the final version. The inside piece that houses the stainless steel polished area seemed like it wasn't coated with anything and my fingerprints were all over it. And then the only other minor thing is I do wish they would allow us to kind of screw in those standoffs manually. Yeah, the lattice top mount is very, very awesome. It's, I think, the key thing to this build. And then also, I mean, the lattices all, I mean, this is done in a loop.
30 months of awesome Alex goodness.
Thank you so much.
Finally hit some time to check in after
I am
a while.
only who
Alex,
I am.
not amazing.
I always appreciate you coming in here, man. But I think the lattice mounts doubling as a force break is also a pretty good move. So good on Mode there. Aesthetically, though, the board's pretty. All right, so we're gonna do top mount first. Let's see the front height as well. It's about 19 and a half, about 19, I'd say. 19 mil, not bad. On the top end of what I normally enjoy typing with. Let's take a quick look at the appearance of the board now that we've installed everything. We have the wood accent here on the back. Please stay. I really like the wood accent. I think this looks stunning. Look at that. I pulled it up a little bit, my bad, guys. Actually, is it pulled up or is it just not sitting nice with the lattice mount here? It might not be sitting the best with the lattice, which is something I'd maybe recommend them looking at. Seems like it's just peeking up over here and I can't get it to sit nicely. It was sitting nice without the lattice block.
I want Kappa.
Yeah, let me try the fluted one. Let's see if that happens with the fluted copper. The magnets are not finalized yet? Oh, I didn't know that. No one told me that. Perhaps the magnets are not finalized. Oh yeah, a little bit on the fluted copper one as well. It kind of feels like it's the lattices doing that, because it wasn't there when we started it without the lattice. Maybe it is the magnets. I don't remember them mentioning anything about the magnets to me, but again, this is a prototype, so hopefully that'll get looked at. I really like this, actually. You know what's funny? Originally, when they showed me this design, I said I'm not sure how I feel about this, and I think it's really grown on me. I still maybe would have preferred it without the Mode symbol over here, but I think this is very pretty. I maybe should have asked for a different material, although the silver ring is really cool for this. Maybe this would have been cool in something else. Very, very nice. This is super pretty looking. And there's that side profile. Again, hoping this gets resolved with the magnet, or maybe it's just the, I don't know if it's the magnet. Maybe it just needs to be a bit stronger. I feel like it's just the lattice blocks peeking through over there. Let's see what this sounds like then. Aluminum plate, lubed in films, milky yellows. And this is the top mount to start off. Ooh, that's nice. Already like it. Man, I'm so happy I did these switches. I mean, everything sounds very even as well, which is good. The spacebar is fantastic. Love it. Yeah, I think everything is very nice in the top mount config. Again, I think normally when we build mode boards, we typically go for a long pull switch. I'm very happy we didn't go with long pull this time. All the stabs look great. Let's try the other mounting style. That's what I'm very curious about. Yeah, easy to build. I like the clamshell kind of style over here that they have. Very easy to assemble, which is nice. No mounting points under the space bars. Good, good, good. Magnetic screws. All right. Now we can take off these guys and swap them for the other ones. Perfect. Detachable accent, I love it. I liked it in the original one, so hides the screws nicely. No fuss. Very nice. Dude, what? I like this already way more. Hold on. This is the lattice ones. Wait, this sounds so nice. I mean, I liked the top mount too, but the number row sounds great. Whoa, this is a very different sound profile. Woo! How's the flex on this one? Oh yeah, this is way softer. Still a little bit firm, but way softer than the top mount. Okay, so versus the top mount had a very, I don't know, it felt like a top mount, like I said. Different sound profile entirely. I really like this one with the standard lattice mounts. I mean, if you want to get a little bit less bouncy, if that's not your thing, maybe you go with the half lattices, which I did not use. I think this sounded way better. Is the accent sitting flush now? No, it still has a small, tiny-ish gap over here. But it's definitely not as pronounced as it was with the other one. Yeah, so that's maybe the other negative here too that I almost neglected to mention for like a second time, which was the magnets, or I guess the sitting of this needs to be adjusted a smidge. Everything sounds good about this. Like the modifiers sound good, the alphas all sound very even. The number row on the lattice sounds miles better than the top mount version. You know, I would be very interested to see with the polycarbonate bottom on this. The polycarb bottom might add a bit of deepness to the sound profile. I mean, this looks great. This also looks very good. Again, maybe not the mode symbol here. I might have wanted to avoid that, but I mean, it is what it is. It's on the bottom anyways. The stabs are fine. I've reviewed the stabs in depth already. The mode stabs are basically just alternative versions that are cheaper of the Duroc stabs, basically. A little bit of a different housing, but I'm happy with this, man. This turned out great. I'm very happy. All right, guys. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in again. Really appreciate everyone being here and just enjoying the vibe today. Appreciate you guys. Bye-bye.